All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Six Cat Racing. I am Mitch. Today we're going to be doing like a little dad hack on your tires. I'm sure that you guys have been in the pits and seen people have the yellow Dunlop stickers on their tires. So far, the only way I've seen to get those is go to a race where Dunlop hands them out, which they're already gone every time by the time I get there, or buy some tire stickers from a company. And it looks like for 5/8 of an inch for for four stickers, one on each side of the front and back, is $99. $99. So I got on Reddit and you know looked at some forums and everything that everybody kept talking about was to buy some paint markers. And I was like, I hate to buy a brand new set of Dunlops for my little one and throw some paint markers on there and just jack them up, right? Um, but I will say that the process was actually pretty decent. Wasn't too bad. As long as you take your time, it's not too awful bad. So this is, I did one before I made the video just to kind of feel it out and see how it came out. So, I mean, obviously you have the Dunlop, on one side that's not done. And then on the other side, the side I've already done in paint marker. And I believe that it came out fairly decent. Like I said, as long as you take your time and don't get the end of your marker too soaked, you'll be all right. And I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of tricks because it can be a little bit tricky. The ones I bought off of Amazon were $6.99. I bought them a couple days ago. They just came in. They're called just, I don't know how to say that, but they're just paint pens. You'll take them out, you'll shake them up, you'll take it out of the plastic, like this one's still in the plastic right here. So you take it out, you shake it up, you find a piece of paper, and don't smash the tip on paper too much, because then you're going to round the tip off a little bit more than what it is. These are the medium point pens. I didn't really understand what I was getting whenever I bought these and what I was doing when I bought these. But now that I know what I know, and seeing as they're $6, I would try to see if there was a fine tip or a finer tip. I mean, these work just fine. You saw my final product. I didn't have to clean it up. I didn't have to, try to wipe off something that messed up, surprisingly. But so far, so good. I still have the other side of this one, and then both sides of this one to do to get that factory appearance that the kids want. I mean, I feel like this is more of a look pro, go slow moment, but if it makes you feel good, then it makes you perform good. If you perform good, you do well. So whatever they do or whatever I got to do to get them there, let's do it. And now we're going to get into like me showing you how the different ways you work the pen on the tire can either puddle up where you might get a run, which is the one thing we don't want, or you just kind of touch and go. So, all right, we're going to get into that. All right, we have our pen over here. I'm shaking it up quite a bit. And like I was saying before, I used a paper plate to dab the end because, let me open this one up so you can see what I'm talking about real quick. But when you pop the cap off, it's white. It's just a like felt tip. So you do have, it pushes down inside of itself to get the felt tip wet with paint. And the goal is to have it wet but not soaked. So I will keep a paper towel handy, and then if I need to dab it to get more out, don't smash it too hard because you'll bend that tip over. But the goal is to be able to get it. Now on the other side, I did do two different sections, or I went over it two different times, because as the paint goes down inside of those little grooves inside of the Dunlop logo, it will make the Dunlop lines appear dark again. And what I really want to go over is any corner of that edge, these edges right here. You don't want to go into the corner this way. You want to go along the line and pull out of the corner so it doesn't catch the corner and squeeze out paint to where it runs down the line. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So make sure I'm touching it in good, but you want to come this way with it. Anywhere you want to go, and then once you have it in there, you just kind of fill the corners, just touching it lightly, because like I said, you don't want to oversaturate, and you will have to adjust and move as you go. So something you might want is like a headlamp. I had a little bit of a headlamp on earlier, really looking into those lines. Woo! All right, guys. Kind of a long day. Not doing the tires the whole time. We're getting ready for the holidays and things like that. So it was in between doing this, taking care of the kids, prepping for dinner, cleaning the house, organizing, things like that, because we're going to be the hostess this year. But got all four sides done of both tires. And so here's the front. And then here's the rear. And I mean, it came out really, really pretty clean on both sides. So I'm very happy with that. I don't even know if I went through half a marker because I didn't even open up the other one. But I ended up doing, I believe, 3 per tire, 3 layers per tire throughout the day. And I actually got kind of wild with it. Got these used Dunlops off a buddy the other day. Did a front for the big bike and a rear for the big bike. So I don't know. One thing I can't say is how they're going to last. How long it's going to take for these to wear off. Heck, I don't know if I'm going to hit it with a pressure washer and it's just going to blow it off. Probably, but I still have to mount them and go the test of time. But we'll see. All right, guys. Well, try it out. Tell me what you think. Throw it on a pair of old tires. Try it out. Like I said, I just did this to a brand new set of the Dunlop 10s for a little TTR 50 for my youngest. So, all right, guys. Until next time, be good or be good at it. Peace. All right, guys, we're going to do a little Dunlop tire update. I did get them on. Everything went great. They are a pain in the rear to get on. And with those little pry bars, you may rough up the paint just a little bit. What I would recommend, knowing what I know now, is I would mount them, then cover the the Dunlop with the paint marker. I did touch it up one little pass, just touched up where I kind of rubbed it off, and it looks great. There's going to be a photo of what it looked like before his new plastics and graphics, and then one after. He got some plastics and graphics for Christmas. It was my first time ever applying graphics, so don't bust on me too hard for that. But if you have any tips or anything like that, drop it in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like, that follow button, and then check out our sponsor at the end. Thanks, guys. Until next time, be good or be good at it. Peace.